This is an advanced prototype that your mother and I worked on together. She never got to use it. Maybe it's time we finished it.
Well, I remember when we were doing the first time you get a glimpse of the Wasp suit at the end of the original Ant-Man. You design it, and it's just sort of pieces there that are not really connected as a suit, so you're seeing pieces. When it came time to really design the suit that is featured in Ant-Man and the Wasp, it was keying off that design element, but working with the color and the design elements and making it a more practical suit. Story-wise, we felt like, okay, the suit in the closet, that's something that Hank and Janet had worked on way back, and now Hank and Hope are going to really further the tech and create the suit that you see in the movie.
Yeah, because I designed that suit knowing it's going to be the end credit suit, and it's not going to be a real costume. It's just going to be CG. So when and that was done with Peyton on the first film. When we came back to Ant-Man and the Wasp, Peyton looked at that design, and he still liked the concept design that I did. So that was the design that was going to be manufactured and created by the costume designer. And all her amazing artists. But as we're going back and forth, we're trying to figure out what is the actual material, what is the blue, how blue is it? You know, is it going more black, blue? And then the big question was, how gold is it? You know, do we make it gold? There was some talk of it going a little bit more silver. Eventually they coined the term Gilver, where they kind of wanted to bridge that gap and kind of go in between. That's a discussion between not just myself, the costume designer, the head of costume manufacturing, as well as the director and all the heads of the other department. We'd have meetings sitting down with all different options. So very gold, very textured, less textured. It was eventually a group kind of decision, ultimately up to Peyton, but it was a group discussion.
It's pretty incredible working with visual development because they're incredibly talented artists, and I was amazed on the first Ant-Man, and even more so in Ant-Man and the Wasp, with the fluidity that they can work with. Like you give them a sketch on a napkin or just go in and pitch like an idea, and they'll come back 2 or 3 days later with a beautifully rendered digital painting. And it's so helpful as you're developing, even before the screenplay, as you're developing the story, seeing like, okay, that excites me visually. Just to have access to that group of artists is incredible for a director.
Follow my lead.